And good morning, not Facebook, YouTube. We had 4 games on queue today. Before I get into this, we had some major changes in the standings, especially for playoffs. And yesterday happened in the Eastern Conference. Today happened in the Western Conference, and I'll get to that when we can. Once again, 4 games in queue today. And let's start off with Chicago at Detroit. Going into this matchup, Chicago was 25, 26, and 9 with 59 points. Detroit was 23, 29, and 8 with 54 points. This game had to go into overtime, with Chicago winning 30. Why did I say that? Winning 5-4. Both teams did get a point, by the way. So, shots on goal were 35 for Detroit, 20 for Chicago, 0 for 1 on the power play for Chicago, 1 for 4 on the power play for Detroit. This gives Chicago their 61st point of the year. Detroit gets their 55th point, and I'll get to that when we get to the standings. Next was Winnipeg at Colorado. Entering this matchup, Colorado was 24, 24, and 11 with 59 points. And Winnipeg was 36, 19, and 4 with 76 points. And at the end, Colorado beats up Winnipeg 7-1. 7-1, folks. What do you think of that? 7-1. That is a clobbering. Power plays were 1 for 6 for Colorado, 1 for 4 for Winnipeg. Shots on goal 46 for Colorado, 27 for Winnipeg. Colorado picks up their 61st point of the season. Next was New York Islanders at Calgary. Entering this matchup, Islanders were 35, 17, and 6. Calgary was 36, 16, and 7 with 79 points. And when it was all said and done, Calgary whips up on the Islanders 4-2. Shots on goal, Calgary 32, Islanders 19. And folks, once again, so you don't think I'm lying to you, it's all right here. Yeah, I used the same sheet right here. See? And power plays 1 for 3 on the power play for Calgary. Islanders 0 for 2. Calgary's pick up their 81st point of the season. No change for the Islanders, but once again, we'll get to the playoff standings when we do. And finally, the nightcap, Vegas at home against Boston. This game, going into this game, by the way, this game was seen on NBC Sportsnet, courtesy of Wednesday Night Hockey, originally known as Wednesday Night Rivalry. Now it's Wednesday Night Hockey. By the way, they do a lot of hockey on NBC Sportsnet these days. They do. Why don't they do it? The Hockey Network. Alright. So you already got an NHL Network. Going into this matchup, Boston was 35, 17, and 8 with 78 points. And Vegas was 32, 25, and 4 with 68 points. And this game had to go to a shootout. It took 6 rounds. Boston went 2 for 6. Vegas went 1 for 6, and Boston wins 3-2. Gives them their 80th point. Vegas did pick up a point, so they got 69. So that is good for them. Now, tomorrow's games we'll get to in a bit. Let's get to these standings. Remember I told you we had a change? Well, get this. Minnesota is now in 7th place in the division. Despite not playing tonight, they dropped 2 spots. With Colorado's victory tonight, they move up a spot. With Chicago's victory, they move up a spot. And even though they got the same amount of points, Colorado has a game in hand on Chicago. So that's why they're in 5th place, not them. Or should I say, that's why they're in 5th place. But Chicago's now in 6th place. Colorado's in 5th. Minnesota's in 7th. So a big change in the standings there. And what it looks like now for the playoff picture is this. Calgary will now take on Colorado in the first round. Colorado now currently holds the 2nd wild card spot over Minnesota. Chicago is just behind the door, it's on the bubble. Anything can happen going into this big month, folks. You don't want to miss out. So, no change in any other standings. Boston picks up their 80th point of the year. Detroit picks up their 55th point. Vegas picks up 69 points, and they're still ahead. Calgary picks up 78. I mean, they're... They got 81 now. Sometimes I mess up on these and... I write these in a rush. Picked up their 81st point. And just went to hit 79. I just did not have it right on this sheet for the record. And this was their... So, Calgary also gets their 37th win of the year. Alright. And with Vegas, no change with them despite the OTL. They did pick up a point, so 69 points. They're 10 points ahead of Arizona. Things could go good for them. And that's it, folks. As Parky always says, that's it, folks. Okay, let's get into tomorrow's games. Or games for there today. Now remember, these games I'm giving you are at Eastern times. So remember, you add an hour or give back an hour, depending on. So if you go east to west, it's an hour later. If you're going west to east, it's an hour more. So at 7 Eastern, we got a total of 5 games at 7 Eastern. Washington is in Toronto, entering the matchup. Washington is 33-27 with 73 points. Toronto is 36-19-4 with 76 points. This looks like it would be a good matchup. Expecting something big in that one. Next, Carolina is in Florida. Carolina's entering with 31-23-6 with 68 points. Florida is 26-24-8 with 60 points. Expecting something big in that one, mainly from Carolina. Next, Ottawa with 20 in New Jersey. Ottawa is 22-32-5 with 49 points. New Jersey is 23-29-8 with 54 points. Really got nothing to say there. Minnesota is the Rangers. Entering the match at 27-27-6 for Minnesota, 60 points. Rangers is 26-25-8 with also 60 points. I don't know what to say about that one. Just probably Minnesota could get their act together. But I think New York might take them. Next, San Jose is in Pittsburgh. Entering the matchup, San Jose is 35-17-8 with 78 points. Pittsburgh is 32-21-7 with 71 points. I'm expecting something big out of this game. No telling. Now it's 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. The Philadelphia Flyers are in Montreal. Entering this matchup, the Flyers are 28-25-7 with 63 points. Montreal is 32-21-7 with 71 points. Once again, you never know, but I'm thinking Montreal will probably do a good job. All right, next, Buffalo is in Tampa Bay, and we all know what's going to happen with this one. But before I give you what I think, here we go. Buffalo entering this matchup is 28-24-7 with 63 points. Tampa Bay 46-11-4 with 96 points. I'm looking Tampa dominate this game again and get just a few more points closer to officially clinching the President's Cup, President's Trophy, and technically their playoff spot. I gave it to them already. I said they got it. I said they clinched it. No team is even close to them. So I say give it to them already. It's also that was also 7:30, 6:30 Central. No, at 7 o'clock Central, 8 Eastern, the Kings are in Nashville. Entering this matchup, the Kings are 23-30-6 with 52 points. And Nashville is 35-22-5 with 75 points. So you go this, so pick the line, see. All right now. Matchups. I'm expecting probably a good Nashville victory, but I'm hoping for the Kings to win, because if the Kings beat Nashville, the Blues are just 4 points out. They'll be 4 points out. And speak about the Blues. They'll be in Dallas tomorrow. This game will be at 7:30 7:30 Central, 8:30 Pacific, and it's St. Louis at Dallas. 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Blues are entering with 32-22-5 with 69 points and a 11-game winning streak. Dallas is entering with 29-25-5 with 63 points, and Dallas is on a 3-game losing skid. So we'll see what can happen going into this game. At 9 Eastern, 8 Central, the Islanders will be in Edmonton. Islanders are 35-17-6, 76 points. Edmonton is 24-29-6 with 54 points. Expect Edmonton to do good, but I think the Islanders will continue their streak. Good. Speaking about that, okay. I think Edmonton might do it. And finally, Arizona and Vancouver. This will be the nightcap at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Both teams have 59 points. 27-28-5 for Arizona. 26-27-7 for Vancouver. Those are your games for Thursday. Remember, folks, if you do want more in-depth analysis and better take and stuff, check out the hockey guy. He knows what he's talking. Literally, he knows what he's talking about. He does a great job. I recommend you check him out. So until then, remember, stay safe, take care, and remember the Lord loves you. He's watching over you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow or later today when we do when I do the next one with these 11 games in total. 11 games as we're getting down to the nitty gritty of this season. So till then, see you around, folks. Peace out.